William Barr is testifying before the Senate Judiciary Committee about the Mueller report. As we speak, this comes on the heels of a leaked letter Robert Mueller sent Barr back in March, criticizing Barr's 4-page summation of Mueller's report. But here's what Barr said when they asked him about it in April.
Reports have emerged recently, General, that members of the special counsel's team are frustrated at some level with the limited information included in your March 24th letter, that it does not adequately or accurately necessarily portray the report's findings. Do you know what they're referencing with that?
No, I don't. I suspect that they probably wanted, more put out.
Did Bob Mueller support your conclusion?
I don't know whether Bob Mueller supported my conclusion.
Now,
that's a lie.
So this is the thing that always gets me. Why are you going to deny it when you know there's written testimony and evidence proving that Mueller told you it was wrong? Now, some folks have said, hey, you got to resign over this.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's... I guess they're trying to bring lying to an art form. Because if you, I mean, there's video. If I'm going to do something wrong, I'm not going to do it in front of the video camera. I'm going to tell the truth. Because somebody's going to say, well, here's the video of you saying this.
You have to ask the question, why does he feel, and other Republicans in the party at this point, feel that they have to be like, as they say, a human shield for a man who lied 10,000 times so far, who has obstructed justice, obviously, has told people to lie, has attempted to obstruct. Why do they stick with him is the question. His entire reputation is at stake.
Well, why is this guy doing it when, in fact, the information is there?
Well, that's what I didn't understand, because he had a very good reputation, William Barr, going into this position, and now, and I've said it often, you seem to be part of the Trump administration, and your reputation gets sullied immediately. And so you have this special counsel, Bob Mueller, who did something that is really out of character for anyone at the Department of Justice. You generally don't memorialize your displeasure with the office in a letter. And it seems like he did that, and it's everything against your training, but it seems like he did that because he was really concerned about Barr's summary. And I think what's crazy is that on March 5th, Mueller says to Barr, the introductions and executive summaries that I have already written and provided to you, that's what should be released to the public, and that's what should be released to Congress. On March 24th, though, he disregards that, Barr, and then he sends out that 4-page memo. And we all sort of jumped on it. A lot of people were saying, well, no collusion, which, by the way, is not a federal crime. They didn't look into collusion. But no collusion, no obstruction. And the president's saying, I've been fully exonerated. And then March 25th, Mueller sends him another letter saying, please do what I asked you to do. Barr does nothing, and then Mueller does it again.
I mean, you have to be so frustrated if you are Robert Mueller.
You are.
Because how much time has he spent on this investigation?
2 years.
Nearly $26 million. If I'm frustrated as an American that we're still sitting here after all this time and we have question marks as to why we're here still, unsure of things, he's got to be the most upset, and he's the one I want to hear from more than anybody. We can listen to Barr, but I think people already have their feelings about whatever he says. But Mueller, I still believe, is a nonpartisan player in this. I think he genuinely wants the public to understand what he found. And I still believe that there are people in this that want the answers and want the truth, but
not Lindsey Graham. Did you see him today? Lindsey Graham, very bad boy.
I think, though, that Mueller's so worried about the James Comey effect.
You guys.
I don't know that I want to hear.
I don't like speaking about him anymore on TV, Joy.
I wonder if Trump has nude photos on some of these people.
It's just,
you know that Mueller is willing to testify.
He is, but it's the DOJ.
But the DOJ. Now, I mean, I'm going to direct this to you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
What is happening?
She's the lawyer.
And isn't this the bastion of law? Should this not be above reproach?
It's supposed to be, and I think that's what Bob Mueller was so concerned about. If you read his letter, and I encourage people to read it, it's online. He says, it's not that long, it's about a page and a little bit more. He basically says, listen, you are undermining the public's confidence in our investigation.
Right.
And he's very concerned about that. And I don't
Is
understand.
that considered obstruction?
Well, you know, Nixon's attorney general
Went to jail
for
that.
behavior that is similar. And I will say this: I am not saying that William Barr lied in front of Congress. Lying in front of Congress is a felony, and that's a 5-year penalty. But if he didn't cross that line, he really danced on it. He really danced on it, and we're supposed to be upholding the law. And I'm kind of disgusted by the behavior that I'm seeing from Department of Justice officials.
Wait, Barr. And I do have a question. Barr is Mueller's boss.
At this point,
Yes.
in a way.
So when you ask the
yes.
question,
friends,
he
too.
can still Barr can stop Mueller. I'm assuming from testifying.
Because Mueller, remember, is still employed by the Department of Justice.
Yeah.
So I
employed.
have the attention span of a hamster on meth. I'm a classic millennial, just so we're clear. Like, I have the attention span of right here. And I was confused last night. I was confused in the meeting. I'm looking forward to 3 people today. Kamala, Amy, Corey. The 3 people running for president. What are you going to deliver in front of me? What questions do they and their campaigns and their teams have come up with that could maybe find if there has been obstruction of justice, if there is something strange? By the way, the investigation, quote, did not fully capture the context, nature, and substance of Mueller's work. What the hell does that mean?
Well,
what the hell does that mean?
what Mueller is saying...
Honestly, are you guys as confused? Like,
No,
but what does that mean? You put a surrogate out. But let me just ask. You put a surrogate out who isn't your job, his whole job, to capture the substance, context, and nature of that report?
No, what Mueller is saying to Barr in this letter, and again, I encourage everyone to read it, he's saying the 4-page summary that you put out does not capture what our investigation found. So in a sense, he's saying you are misleading the public.
Well, I think it's interesting that we are now so the idea that when someone says, "Did you know?"
Yeah.
and you say,
Well, you're lying.
that now is not a lie.
I'm
It is a
reluctant
lie.
to go that
Why?
far.
Why?
I'm going
just
that
reluctant.
far. You knew, and you didn't say you knew. Now, if my mother, if I did that to my mother, she would kick my behind. Okay, because it's a lie. When they ask you, you're supposed to tell. You can't, listen, you may not like how the conversation goes, but you have to answer the questions. This is not a game. This is not a TV show, man.
Yeah.
This is our lives. This is America. You got to answer these questions so we can figure out whether this guy does need to be the president again. Yeah. We need to know. And if we can't trust you all to tell us, then I sort of feel like there's a coup happening.
They're gaslighting us.
And I just want to bookend this with, this is dense and nuanced.
Yeah.
And part of why I'm reticent to give an opinion is because I really do want to see the hearings today. I do want to see the questions asked and the responses.
Because it's on right now.
Of course I
But
did.
it's not even. I don't even want to
Well,
hear
but
from
don't
Mueller. I
go
wanna
yet.
hear about
Don't
the
go.
underlying
Don't break
witnesses.
away from us yet. We'll be back.